Hope you have a successful evening, gentlemen.
Come on, don't look so nervous.
I've had enough of you!
Sega Mega Drive. Got one? Now you can get Mega CD. Clunk, click, take a trip on 500 megabytes. Whoa!
Okay, it's time for some more retro bollocks. And today we're on the Toffee Ale. Look, Harper's Brewing Company. Toffee Ale. It just sounds fucking disgusting, doesn't it? So I thought, you know what? Let's try it. Let's give it a go. I also like the cap though. Can't beat the cap, can you? No Union Jack on the top there. So I'm going to give this a go. There we go. Oh, it just smells like toffee. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that, we'll go with that. Right, so it's new arrivals then. It's well wrapped. It is well wrapped. Okay then, so kicking off then, I have a SNES version of this game. I first experienced it on the Mega Drive and just thought how amazing it is. But I thought, yeah, we'll get it on the SNES because it's becoming quite expensive, and that is Konami's Zombies Ain't My Neighbours. Yeah, I remember playing this game when it first came out back in the day, and I thought, yeah, this is quality. I've never played it on SNES before, but I'm sure it'll be just exactly the same. But yeah, I just remember it being quite out there, quite warped, and the later stages of it when you've got the big UFO invasion, which just makes it even more crazy. This game sort of reminds me of like stupid, you know, like when you watch The Simpsons and you see like Bart in arcade and he's playing games and it's all right, quite weird and warped. That's what Zombies is. You've got to have zombies. You've got to have zombies. Right, I've got another arrival here. No idea what this is either. Okay, we're in. We are in. You know, I'm not. There's so many like movie games out there, isn't there? Let's just reel some off. Okay. Fucking like True Lies, you know. Cliffhanger. You know, some of them are just shockingly bad. You know, there's loads of them. Terminator. There's loads of games that came out of these. There's even Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon game. Sometimes I mean movie games. When you get games of movies, they're not very good, are they? Although, you know, you do get a couple of gems every now and then. Let me try and think. Judge Dredd. Do you remember the Stallone Judge Dredd? Judge Dredd game. That's a quality game. The platform, it was quite polished. It was a good shooter. This game that I got used to be on the NES. There's a lot of versions of it on the NES, and just fucking terrible. Really, really shit. But on the Mega Drive, they absolutely nailed it, and that is Home Alone. Home Alone for the Sega Mega Drive. You just lay traps in all the houses, surrounding houses. You navigate between houses on your little sledge, which seems to have like a fucking engine in it. That was one that stuck with me as a kid. You know, playing Home Alone on the Sega Mega Drive. It was one that actually really stuck with me. So yeah, you've got to have Home Alone. You've got to have Home Alone. But I always like, when I look at Home Alone, it's like, it's a Christmas classic. You've got to watch it every year. Both of them. Home Alone 1 and 2. We won't talk about 3. But Home Alone 1 and 2 are classics. But that's Macaulay Culkin. That's how you want to remember Macaulay Culkin, for being like that cool little kid. Not what he is now. Just like one of the guys at the Pestune Street, and anyway, you just need to get back to Leeds. Yeah, just fuck off. That's what he looks like now, doesn't he? He looks like a meth addict. But I'm sure he's a really lovely guy. I'm sure he is. He just hasn't aged well, has he? Do you know one thing I remember about this Home Alone though is the haunted house. I remember there's like one house that you've got to set traps in and you get chased by poltergeist. Quality. There you are then. Coming in at number 2 then for the retro bollocks, we have Home Alone. Home Alone. thought, yeah, we've got to have Home Alone in this collection, haven't we? I've been buying quite a bit the last couple of weeks. I went and I got, I saw this. I was just looking for retro, and I thought, I'm going to go to Cash Converters. What a shithole. They're notorious for being shitholes, the Cash Converters, aren't they? But I just thought, yeah, I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to go in. I just went in like that. And I had a little look, and yeah, we found a gem. We found a gem. $11.99 I paid for it. That is Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. I mean, great little, you know, RPG type horror, isn't it? From the moment Edward Carnaby and Eileen Chedrack set foot in Shadow Island, they are confronted by mysterious evil creatures. Can you see beyond fear? Can you see beyond fear? So yeah, Alone in the Dark then. I mean, there's a lot of horror games out there, and that one, for some reason, that one stuck with me. Alone in the Dark. There's lots of cool horror franchises out there. I mean, you cannot talk about PlayStation horror without mentioning, you know, Resident Evil. I just used to like the acting ability in Resident Evil. It's like, look, Jill, blood. Could this be Chris's blood? You know, brilliant. That's what you want from a game, don't you? You want Coronation Street acting in video games, don't you? You don't want quality acting like they are today. All the acting today, like in The Last of Us and stuff like that, it's just like watching a film. You want shit acting. Could this be Chris's blood? Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, Capcom. It's another one. All roads lead to hell. You actually play as an elite member of the Umbrella team. That's the only Resident Evil I have, Operation Raccoon City. Whereas, you know, why have I not got like the original? Do you know something? I think I've only played about a quarter of this game. One to revisit, I think. One to revisit. But we're going to move on now to one final game in this retro. It's just bollocks talk, innit, mainly. Bollocks talk. It's just me talking bollocks, isn't it? I've got to talk bollocks to someone, so why not talk bollocks to you? Right, so here we go. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, PlayStation 2. You know, this game here, very much like Diablo, you know, the Diablo games. But the Baldur's Gate series is, you know, it's well known, old retro as well. I mean, you can get Baldur's Gate, I think it's 1 and 2, or is it Baldur's Gate 2? On the PlayStation Store you can get it, and they've remastered them. But for me, this game here, Dark Alliance, was just brilliant. Just the top-down slasher kind of RPG. So you go, you buy your loot, you sell your loot, you get the better weapons, you level up your characters. It's just what, you know, the earlier sort of games like this, you know, the top-down. But Dark Alliance still stands up. It's still a good game. But what I'm getting excited about is, I think it's next month, isn't it? Diablo 4. I mean, I've completed the Diablo 3, played that to death, and all the DLCs. So I'm looking forward to Diablo 4. I'm not looking forward to the price though. It's 60 odd quid just for your game. So I think I'd rather stick pins in my bollocks. I'll still get it. I'll still end up getting it. But there's still lots of games I want to get. But I was thinking about retro and what games I'd like to get. You know, some classics. One game I'd like to get, which we can end the stream talking about, is Loaded. Loaded. What a game this is. It's a top-down shooter, but just ultra violent. You just shoot players and just bodies explode and stuff. But it were like just a load of psychopaths just going around like a prison and just shooting shit out of everybody. There is a Reloaded, a sequel one, but Loaded 1 for me was such a good game. Just a short one this week.